We are back. We're back and we're telling a story. This is a story that is a little strange, and Jesus for a minute acts a little out of character. I'm surprised by his response. And yeah, we'll wrestle with that. We'll get to that, and we'll have a question maybe after the fact. But I want you to think about, when have you been so busy or having overwhelmed that you missed an opportunity to do something kind for someone? Think about that, and we'll go into our story. Sound good? Mm-hmm. Cool. Go team.
Go team.
So Jesus had been touring all over the Galilee. He had been traveling to great places, and everywhere he went, great crowds gathered. Everyone wanted to see Jesus. When finally he got to a place quietly where he could have a meal with his disciples. Wow, it was very hard to get a table here, wasn't it?
They're following us everywhere.
We can't get a moment's peace, man. Sometimes it's just too much. Sometimes there's just too much need. All these people just want so much from you. Hey, you know what? That's the price I think you pay when you can provide such great healings. That's just the way it is, I guess. This is the good news, right? It's for all people, so that means we're going to see a lot of folks. Just then, more people gathered around seeking teachings, instructions, and healings from Jesus. Hey, Jesus, I was wondering if you could help me with my sister. Yeah, hi, I'm so glad you came into town. I'm having some trouble with my hearing. Well, it's just what we gotta do. People from all over were coming to get help, looking for Jesus' assistance. Yes, go in peace, thank you. I think that's the last of them. Oh, good, because I really wanted some pizza. There's just so many people, you know what I mean?
Excuse me,
Oh, gosh. Jesus, there's another one. Looks like, I think she's from Syrophoenicia or something. Man, they're coming from far and wide. Can we just get a minute? Yeah, yes, how can I help you, ma'am? Oh, man.
My daughter is sick. She needs your help.
Yeah, you know what? Come on, man. We've been waiting for like 25 minutes. Look, ma'am, I'm sorry. You've probably traveled a great distance to be here. It looks like you're not even from around here. In honesty, I'm trying to help the people in this community, the lost sheep of Israel. No offense to you. You're from Syrophoenicia, right? Yeah. Well, I just don't have enough to... Look, I'm very busy. We're trying to eat. Hulk is Wow. Thomas is very hungry. And I just have too much to do. I'm sorry. See ya.
Okay, I understand, but don't dogs even get crumbs from the table sometimes?
Huh. You know what? You're right. You know what? What you said is true. Go home. Your faith has made you well. By saying this, your daughter will be fine.
Oh, I hope she's okay. She was laying in bed last time I saw her. I hope she's okay. I'm all better! Yippee!
And that's what happened. Yes. Also, Jesus then healed somebody who was deaf immediately after that. But this was the story that I just thought was so interesting, that someone came up to Jesus and said, I need help. And Jesus goes, okay, but I'm not here for you, which sounds wild. Because that just doesn't sound like Jesus to me at all. It seems like Jesus, he always says for all people, right? Right, and at this point he goes, this is just for my kids, this is just for the locals here, for the Israelites like myself. You're from some far off place, like, no offense, this isn't really a message that's going to resonate with you, which is quite an assumption, because then the woman says, I disagree. I really believe you can help. And you know what? If you can, I am willing to take whatever little bit you can offer. Even dogs get crumbs. A lot of people go into a big thing about like how she's referring to herself as like a dog. And I get that. Like, that's a pretty uncomfortable situation. To be reminded, Jesus isn't calling her a dog. But she is saying, hey, if you have something that can help me, I'll take it. I want it because she's scared. She's concerned. So sometimes we can get caught up like Jesus did. I love that Jesus hears this and goes, wow, you're right. That's a really faithful thing for you to say, is to believe that what I can do can help you, even if it's a little bit. Very much like the mustard seed faith, right? Like a little bit, crumbs, just a little bit of this love goes such a long way. A little bit of this good news can change so much. And that's something I think we need to remember when we can be busy, when we can be hung up in the things we need to do. There are so many pressing concerns in our life right now, getting back to school, trying to avoid getting sick, when you get sick, how hard that can be, making tough choices for your family, for your friends. It's just hard. And sometimes someone can come into your life that's in need of help, and we could be like, sorry, I don't got any. I can't, this is too big of a problem. Well, you know what? You're right. Maybe you can't solve their problem, but you can help. You've got a crumb, right? You've got a little crumb of compassion, a little crumb of concern, a little crumb of care, a little crumb of love, a little crumb of understanding, a little crumb of patience. How can you offer just even that? Because Jesus is saying that's going to make your daughter well. That kind of thing will make your daughter well. Meaning that little crumb of the good news, whatever you have to spare, is good. It's enough. It's holy. So if you're feeling overwhelmed by the needs of the world and you're wondering, I don't know if I have any more, when you're faced with the next opportunity to care for someone, I would ask you, what crumb do you got? Because Jesus would say, that little bit of crumb, that's enough. That is okay. So that's my challenge for you this week. Find a way to sprinkle a little crumb of love and compassion, care, healing, forgiveness, patience, grace, something into the world. I know you can. Cool? All right. Bye. Have a great week.